What's up guys, it's Ryan here from Hookah Kooks. Today we're going to be going over a tutorial on the parts of a hookah, so let's go ahead and just jump right into things. First, you have the bowl, which sits on top, and this is what a bowl looks like. This is an Egyptian standard bowl, and there are many different types of bowls. If your bowl doesn't look similar to this, you probably just have a different type of bowl. Now, the bowl is the first piece that you would be putting your tobacco in. This is essentially the piece of the hookah that makes the bowl and hookah smoke. You pack your tobacco inside, cover it with tinfoil or the lotus, and put your coals on top, let it heat up for roughly 3 to 4 minutes, and it should be good to smoke. So that's what a bowl is, and that's what the bowl looks like. Alright, next we have the bowl grommet. Now the bowl grommet is actually the piece that creates the suction from the bowl to the stem. Now this is what a bowl grommet looks like. You can see that it's rather similar to a hose grommet, if you're familiar with what that is, but is a little bit bigger and a little bit different type of material. So that's what the bowl grommet looks like. Now, the next piece of the hookah is going to be the stem. The stem looks similar to this. It is the piece that goes inside of the base that sticks down into the water. And you can see I do have the water in the hookah, and the stem should sit roughly about 1/2 inch to 2 inches below the water. The more it is below the water, the bigger the cloud you're going to get, but it's also going to burn a little bit more harsh. The smaller it is into the water, then it's going to not give you such a big cloud, but it's not going to get as harsh and won't burn as quickly. And so that's also a good way of judging your water levels, is depending on how you like to smoke your hookahs. Now the next piece is going to be your hose adapter. Typically these do come off. Mine, on the other hand, does not at this point in time, just because it has been used so many times, and I'd actually need to probably a pliers to pull it off. And then the purge valve. The purge valve is used to purge the stale smoke out of the base by blowing through the hose, and it exits small holes in the side of the purge valve, and it also is released by popping a ball bearing out from where the ball bearing covers the hole to create the suction. When you blow, the ball bearing pops up and allows the smoke to be released and purged out of the base. And then finally you do have the base. Some bases do screw in, similar to this one, to the stem, and you can see also that it does not have any type of similar grommet as a lot of hookahs do. It just has a seal ring on top of the base, and you can see this ring right here. This is the piece that I'm referring to. Instead of being a grommet that typically sticks inside, it just fits around. You can see this little ring right here. That is my grommet. Now there are different types of stem grommets, so just be aware that if you have a male or female stem, if it fits inside of the base or if it actually goes around the base. So that's how you would know whether it's male or female. So basically the general assembly is you fill your base up. With these I like to fill them to the line here, and then you can stick your stem down inside. This is a screw on. It doesn't just seal inside without screwing in. You actually have to turn it and twist it to seal it. And then once it locks in place, you'll go ahead and set that down. Now you've got that connected, and go ahead and put on the coal tray. Now this is the coal tray. It catches all the dust, ash, anything that you may be falling off of your hookah into your, or around your base. This will catch it. This is the next piece that will go on, and you just put it on simply like this. The next piece you're going to want to put on is the bowl grommet, and that will sit right here. As you can see, it goes on just like that, but with the coal tray on, and then you can go ahead and put the bowl grommet on, and it should stick right there, as you can see. And then the next piece you're going to go ahead and put on is the bowl. And that's a general hookah setup. Now also the next thing that you're going to want to grab is your hose. Now the hose consists of two pieces. You have the hose grommet, which creates the seal between the hose and the hookah base. And then you actually have your physical hose. Now there are two ends to a hose. You have the grommet end, and then you have the mouth tip end. As you can see, my mouth tip actually broke off, but this is the main piece that you want to be concerned about, making sure that it's getting a good seal. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your your hose grommet, and you're going to go ahead and put that on the hose. Make sure it's on there tight, just like that. And then go ahead and stick it back into your hose adapter, similar to that. Now the proper form to wrapping a hookah hose for transportation is a double wrap. So you're going to do 1, 2, and your hookah is good to go. Now if your hookah doesn't seal to the stem and the base by screwing in, I would not recommend holding it by the stem. I would actually recommend holding it here by the base to transport. This way you have more control over the hookah, and you're not worrying about your stem slipping off. With stems that do screw in and you know that they're securely fastened, you can actually grab them by the stem and go ahead and carry them like that. And that's the general setup of the Hookah, and I'd like to thank you guys again for joining us here at Hookah Kooks for this Hookah parts tutorial. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Hookah Kooks. We also do have an Instagram and a Twitter, so do like us and follow us on those at Hookah Kooks. Just type that into a search, you'll find us. And thanks for subscribing, like. If you guys have any suggestions for videos, leave me those. And I do appreciate all the love you guys have shown the channel, even though I have been slacking on it, and we will be getting back on top of things. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you guys for joining us here at Hookah Kooks, and you guys have a wonderful night and look forward to more videos soon.